Hello and welcome to Body Evolution's Tuesday workout of the day for June 16th. The workout is 2 rounds of 15, 12, 9, row for calories, lateral burpees over the rower. The 2 rounds will be separated by starting one round at the 0-minute mark and then the other round at the 10-minute mark. If you finish the 15, 12, 9 of row and lateral burpees with less than 10 minutes, then whatever remaining in the 10 minutes will be your rest time. And then the second round that starts at the 10-minute mark will have a 10-minute cap as well. So all told, you'll have 20 minutes to complete 2 rounds, but one round starts at the 0 and one round starts at the 10. Now, rowing for calories. The options of changing the calorie number is up to you. There's really only a shorter level for the yellow. The yellow can step back their calories, but the ladies and men will be rowing the same amount of calories for this one. Sorry, it would be too few for quite a few people, and I actually don't have a problem with that because I know that Amber can probably row the exact same pace as me, so I never like to do a workout like this with her because she's going to keep up with me and I'm just going to try and beat her on the burpees. So you're going to do 15 calories, get out of the rower, and if you're like me, you might set your rower at with a strap that restricts the movement in your foot, but you can still get out really quickly. That's how I like to do all of my rowing, really. I really don't tighten it down very much. So I did 15 calories. I'm going to pop off the rower, immediately fix the seat and push it forward. Not like hard, because then it's just going to come back even harder. So I'm just going to push the seat forward to the point where it's staying right there. I'll do a burpee, 2 feet jump, and notice how I stayed down. That was 1, because you have to complete the burpee over the rower. So you can't just do, say I just did my 15th burpee, I can't do burpee, stand up, and then go to the rower. I have to do burpee, jump over the rower, and then go to the rower. Okay? For scaling options, I put the RX with 2 feet jump at blue. Orange can do a step over, and then yellow will just be doing burpees with a clap over the head. Okay? The whole workout will probably take around 5 minutes. 15 calories for a man will often take a minute or less. 12 calories, therefore, will take, say, 45 seconds. I'm kind of rounding up here. 45 seconds, and then the 9 calories will take about 30 seconds. So if you think about it, 130 plus 45, that's 215 right there. And then just say you kind of go slow and maybe take your time with the burpees. Add another 3 rounds or 3 minutes. That's going to put you at 5.5 to 6 minutes. So you'll have about 4 minutes of rest. Some people will have less, but if you are taking all the full 10 minutes, then you made a wrong choice, first of all. But at the 10-minute mark, you have to stop. So maybe you're on your 8th burpee. You got to stop because we're starting over again. We're going to start our second round of 15, 12, 9 at the 10-minute mark. So you'll have 2 scores. On Sugar WOD, it'll offer 2 scores. You can put both times in. If you're putting it in Zen Planner, it's 1 score, and it's going to be the combined total of the 2 times. So if it took me 5:10 on both rounds, then my score is 10:20 in Zen Planner. The goal here is to get replicable times for both rounds, but also to push the pace, because you'll have, like I said, 4 minutes to rest. Some people will have more or less, but pushing the pace is still possible. Don't sprint, but push the pace. This is probably 85 to 90% effort on this one, mainly in the burpees, because the rowing is where I'll catch my breath, and the burpees is probably where I'll pick it up a little bit and then try to breathe on that row. Okay? The warm-up. In class, we're going to do rolling. What is rolling? Rolling is where you start from a screen of 0 meters. So we'll have to change the screens for everybody because it's not set for calories. But the meters You're going to try and land on 100 meters just by rolling the number. You have to stop. You can't do little pulls, but if you go above or below 100, you have to do burpees for the number that you went above or below. So if I landed on 95 meters, I have to do 5 burpees. And you have to do the burpees immediately after that frame. If I land on 103, I have to do 3 burpees. Okay? And again, you have to do the burpees immediately after the frame. We'll do 5 frames for the warm-up. 10 Samson lunges will be the next part. 10 Cossack squats. So I'm going to take a wide stance, toe pointed up, sit back. That's a Cossack squat. 5 cherry pickers, reach up, bend over. 1, 2, 3, reaching further back with each one. And then we will do 10 bunny hops. With all of the burpees over the rower, I want to make sure that your ankles are loose, so I'm going to turn sideways. Put my hands up from the bunny. Then we'll do 10 hurdle steps. A hurdle step, again, is supposed to get all the hips. You need to get the hips loose for the burpees and for the rowing. So I'm going to big step. Get the knee high on this. Imagine you got a hurdle. Okay. Then we'll do the couch stretch, which is foot up on the couch, or you could even use the rower. It's going to be a low couch, but it's like it's the same thing. Then we'll do the forward fold, which is knees locked, touching your toes, chin tucked, and then wrist stretch. From there, we're going to do a little different. We're going to do 3 rounds. Row for 2 minutes. Then we'll do 8 Spider-Man push-ups. Okay, alternating, and then a 20-second calf stretch. I like stretching the calves, especially with all the jumping for burpees over the rower. And then, let's see, then we'll row 10 calories and do a couple burpees over the rower. Finish by doing perfect stretch to cool down. And let's talk not falling. So again, you made the seat go forward. Make sure that you're keeping your feet together as you jump. If you do a little bit of a lag foot when you jump, so it looks a bit like this, eventually you'll probably fall. That also doesn't count as a blue RX if you do that, but eventually you're going to fall doing that. Just step over if you're going to jump like that. Accessory work. Today's accessory. 3 rounds. We're going to do 10 weighted strict pull-ups. If you can't do 10, then find a number that does work for you. Or if you can't do weighted, then find a number that works for you for the strict pull-ups. If you can't do strict pull-ups, then do a number of negative pull-ups until the negative starts to falter. So maybe you start with 5-second negatives and then it goes down to 3 seconds. Cut yourself off there and then move on to the next movement, which is 10 double dumbbell hammer curls. So I'm taking 2 dumbbells and doing, actually it's 15 double dumbbell hammer curls. You're just keeping your elbow against your side, bring your dumbbell up as far as you can with knee staying perpendicular, or elbow staying perpendicular to the ground. And then the final movement is the dumbbell bent over row, each arm. So you could do a 3-point stance, keep yourself parallel, and then pause at the top. Please feel your lats. Again, if you're not focusing on the accessory work, and you're just going through the motions, then what's the point? Accessory work is supposed to be where you get better, and especially where you get stronger, like the hammer curls. If you're just doing hammer curls like this, I think that doing hammer curls like this is the same as somebody that does this on the bent over row. What's the point of that? So stay focused and stay intent. All right, thanks guys. I will see you tomorrow.